Hey, yo, welcome back to the Pac-Man special. It's your boy Pac-Man. We're back at it again with some OP02 gameplay. Finally got some IRL gameplay for you guys. I don't have access to the sim since I have a bunch of Apple products, so I'm trying to get that worked out so I can go ahead and start playing some games on the sim. But in the meantime, anytime I go to locals, I'll be recording. So if you're at my locals, be aware that I do record. So if you want to see some gameplay and have some footage, let me know. Today we're playing Whitebeard against Dofilmingo. Dofilmingo was my favorite set 1 deck, and now we're on to my favorite set 2 deck right now, which is Edward Newgate and aka Whitebeard. Whitebeard is a 6k leader and he starts with 6 life. At the end of every turn, I take a life. So basically I'm almost drawing 2 cards per turn, especially if I go second. But in this matchup, we're going first against Dofilmingo because I want to be able to drop my Whitebeard on 9 and be able to establish a big body early. So we go ahead, place a Don and pass because we don't have a turn 1 play right now. Then we go ahead and give it to the Dofilmingo. Dofilmingo sees the best card in his deck in the opening hand, which is Perona. Perona's going to set the top 5 and get his party started for Dofilmingo. So Dofi's looking good here. I'm not sure what's on his top 5, but he's basically set up. We're going to get 2 Don and we're going to play this new card called Moby Dick. Moby Dick's going to give all my Whitebeard characters 2k once I'm down to 1 life. All right, 1 or less life, that card activates. It's really snap. And then any other Moby Dicks that I pull or get off my life is just pitch fodder for Marco the Phoenix. All right, Marco is a really cool blocker, so I could just get rid of the dead cards in my hand to keep that guy alive. And you'll probably see me play him here. So we go ahead and swing 6 at the leader. He takes the damage and he triggers the Desert Spotter. We pass turn, he gets 2 more done, and now he's going to start doing Dofilmingo things. So we want to establish a body here. He plays a blocker first, a little missequencing. He is newer to the game here, so we're trying to get him right. We're working on it for sure. But he's doing what Dofi does, swing 7, pay 1, look at the top card, looks like he misplaced. I out combo with the 2k. I use my new favorite card, Seaquake. Seaquake is snapped, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Seaquake is snapped in Whitebeard. I'm able to KO a blocker, swing 6, he takes the damage, and then I'll use my last 4 Don to play Marco the Phoenix. I explained it to him what it does because he only has OP01 cards and he's still learning OP02. So we're tapped out. I am currently down to 3 life, I believe it is, because I had to take a life here. I almost forgot. Still trying to get used to taking a life at the end of turn because it just feels a little awkward. But he doesn't really have to do anything because I'm going to kill myself. He's just going to establish board here and keep it rolling. So he plays another Perona to fix his top 5. And he's going to, I think he places them on top or bottom. He's going to do one of them, of course. I have a blocker here, so it's actually really cool because if right now he's only showing that he has 1 attack or 2 attackers, but most people don't swing with the Perona because I think he's just going to put 2 under Dofi, and swing and pay 1. He's going to play the Gecko Moria, and he's going to go ahead and grab his Law Blocker back. I go ahead and block and pitch the extra Moby Dick so I don't take any damage, which is just absolutely free here. Then we go ahead and go into our next turn. So looks like we're playing with 7 Don. I'm thinking I go ahead and play 3. I use Squad. Squad is cool because at minus something 4k and then in tandem I can use Seaquake to KO something. Now I did forget to take a life here, but I'm gonna go ahead and remember that because Squad is gonna require me to take a life. As long as I have life, I have to take the life. So that's something that is supposed to happen. I think I remembered it because I just passed turn and took one, and then yeah, there it is. I fixed it. So Squad's really cool. It doesn't have any combo power, but it does minus something 4k. Even if I don't have life, the ruling still is I can neg something, but I just don't take any life because taking a life is not the cost. So we go ahead. He goes and plays another Gecko Moria. He plays a blocker, and we go to see it. He has 3 Don here, and I think he's gonna go ahead and attach 2. Nope, he goes ahead and pass and leaves his 3 up. So we're probably working with another Desert Spotter and a Love Beam because I've already seen 2 Spotters and 1 Love. So he's probably got more. I just go ahead and tap 9 off bat, get my leader plus 2k, and then I go ahead and explain that Moby Dick has pumped everything else up. So we go ahead and swing 7. He blocks. I go ahead and swing. Nope. I thought I was gonna swing with Marco. I swing 8, actually 10 with my leader. My leader is gonna be a 10k because of Moby Dick and the 2k from Whitebeard, and I don't take a life at the end of turn because the 9-drop Whitebeard is just broken. 9-drop Whitebeard changes the game for sure. If you're able to stick him early and often and be able to keep him alive for at least a turn or 2, you should be definitely winning the game. So I'm just controlling board here so I can try to mitigate some of his attacks, because once he gets a bunch of Don or all his Don, he can basically just, you know, push my face in and dwindle my hand down. So we left Marco up to block, and with that, I probably should have attacked with it, but at the same time, we do want to have some type of defense. I can't remember, but I do know this hand that I had was like 3 Moby Dicks, a couple of battle characters, and some other like defensive stuff. But I tapped out, so I don't have any of that. He goes ahead and plays his Mihawk. He swings 5 at squad, and I'm like, all right, cool. He bottom decked my Marco. That's not good. I don't like him bottom decking my Marco. I go ahead and let the squad die. Probably should have saved it. And then he passes turn. Leader's still gonna be at 8k here because I'm at 1 or less life. I'm gonna have to get more dice for sure because we're gonna be able to pump stuff up. So Whitebeard is a 12k right now without even attaching any Don. That's how powerful Moby Dick is. So I swung 10 at the Gecko. I swing 12 KO Perona because we don't want little weenie Peronas swinging at us for 5, and he goes and takes this damage. He goes down to 2. I tap 5. I play King Du. King Du's solid here is a 5-7. On my turn, he's going to be a 5-9. So that's actually really good. So I got 3 up. Obviously, I'm presenting defense in my hand, so we're probably looking at Radical Beams and or guard points. Those cards are really, really good in this matchup, or just in general, because I only need to pay 1 and I get 3k, so I don't have to pitch 2 cards, and I can pay 1 and get 4k, especially because my life is under 2. He goes in and plays his blocker to go ahead and look at top 5 and rearrange them. So he has this big Mihawk on board, and he's now placing Don, so he swings 7 at my leader. He goes and pays 1. He pays cost. Now, he didn't put the first Dofi 5 on the bottom, so I was just trying to figure out what made him play a Dofi into a Dofi, but he definitely did that. So that is something that he did, and I was curious. I didn't understand it, but then he puts the 5 cards back on top of his deck. Now, he must have something in that 5, or he wants to keep there to be able to pressure me the following turn. So he goes and swings again. I use another Radical Beam here and just get out of the combo, keeping myself alive, or my Whitebeard. Can't remember what he was attacking. He swings 5, and I'm like, where are you swinging 5? He was like, I was like, leader. I was like, all right, cool, I survive. By out comboing, and then I go ahead and let him know again with Moby Dick. 2k boost to entire board. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I swing 9 face, seeing if I can force the block. He doesn't block. He takes that hit. Then I'm like, all right, cool. We got 10 Dom. We got a lot of different plays here. So I'm trying to think, because at this point I'm going to 0 life, and I don't know if my defense is gonna hold up. So we're just trying to do different things. I go ahead and swing at the blocker, and I'm just trying to clear his board. Actually, I'm sorry, I swung at Mihawk and KO the Perona, and then I swing leader into the blocker. So now he only has 2 attacks next turn. I tap forward and play Atmos. Now at this point, this is where I totally made a mistake, because he could have just slapped all 15 Don here on his leader and basically killed me. Now he doesn't know what's in my hand, but I only have enough to get to 215. The Atmos that I just played would have put me at 16. So this was the first test run of the deck at our locals, and I was like, oh man, I made a boo-boo. So we definitely gonna have to work on that and tighten things up. Whitebeard's just gonna be a solid deck. It definitely gets better in OP03 from what I've seen. He goes and taps 4 and plays a blocker, and I'm like, oh, he's about to wall up, and I'm like, oh Lord, I gotta be able to get through this wall of damage. So he paid 4, and now he's gonna go ahead and look at 6 down. He swings leader, taps 1, top card. It's a teach. He plays a teach. He's like, I don't have nothing to bounce. I won't play it. I was like, it comes in playing rest mode, and he was like, okay, cool. I'll just play it then just to get a body. So that's what he does. Now he has 3 Dawn up, and I'm like, hey, we got to work on this Dawn placement because I'm confused. So we fixed that, and I'm like, all right, cool. My turn, and I'm like, whew, I survived. Now we got to get through 2 blockers, and we just have to get 2 damage in. We do have 4 attacks, and if I pull an ace here, that's even better because then we'll have 5. So we go ahead and swing with character to leader, at most at Dofi. At most is a 6K, becomes an 8. He takes the hit. I'm like, okay, well, if he took that, let's swing the 9. He blocks. I go ahead and put some down on the leader, swing, he blocks. And then I go ahead and put everything else under Whitebeard and say a billion for game. And he has no blockers. And I thought he had Love or Spada, but he didn't. We do the friendship fist bump, and then we just kind of talk about our plays. So if you like this match, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Definitely going to grind some more games with Whitebeard, testing out a few different things. And yeah, once again, if anybody's got a problem with you, tell them to kiss your ears, because that's what I do. Peace, love, happiness. We out of here. Be back soon with some more gameplay. Gone.